You guys have been asking for some new post-ban updated Dragon Ball Super Fusion World decks, and today I'm bringing you just that. Hey guys, Zen here with an updated deck list for every single yellow leader in Dragon Ball Super Fusion World card game. This video will be timestamped, so feel free to save it and come back to it later. And as for the other color-locked leaders, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on those videos when they upload. With that, let's jump right into it with our first updated deck list. Starting with Frieza here, the yellow deck list leader, and I actually made a video on this. You have an entire deck guide and like 3 or 4 gameplay videos. This thing is amazing. You'll notice that we dropped the Ginyu package, and that's because there is so much value in this deck. This is going to be the deck that I run. I love this. You guys can switch it up however you want. There is no double striker in this deck. Instead, we have a ton of 10k combo value. We have our 5-drop Mecha Frieza that can bring out King Cold. We have 3 Vegetas, the SR Vegetas, 3-drop ones, as well as 3 Bulmas, and those two synergize so well with each other. And honestly, it's kind of funny. So I play this deck in 2 specific ways. If I don't have this on the field, then I'm always using Frieza's ability to restand my cards. However, if I do, I'm actually not restanding any of my cards because they're protected, especially against green. The only cards I would restand are my blockers, like these 2 cards. But yeah, this deck is pretty amazing, especially going into green. We have our golden Frieza, we have 2 time rewounds, we have 1 golden death beam, because you never know when that's going to come in handy. We also have this to help us synergize with our 4-drop Son Goku. This thing is absolutely nuts. But this, you can rest cards, then play this, or even this Android 18 also synergizes with your secret rare golden Frieza. You have to pay attention to the fact that this could only blow up a rested card. You can't just choose any opponent's battle card and blow them up. So that's kind of important. I've messed that up tremendously in the past. So you're going to want to use things like this Frieza, your 3-drop, your 2-drop Frieza. Honestly, maybe even this. Probably not that, to be honest. But yeah, and then we have the Cocoon Frieza, which I've never actually used their ability. They've kind of just been fodder, and if I needed to, combo value. But yeah, this deck, one of my absolute favorites, and I think Frieza is going to be looking really good this second half of the season. Now let's look at Cooler, a deck and a leader who has gotten absolutely no love whatsoever. And you're going to see a lot of similarities with the deck that we just had previously. Again, I don't have the double striker Frieza just because it gives you 0 combo. And yeah, double striking is cool, but this is so much better. On play, when attacking, it does the same ability as the double striker, but for 1 energy less, and it provides you 10k combo. So for me, that's how I justify that. We only have 1 secret rare, we have 2 supernovas, and then some of the new cards here. We only have 3 Mecha Friezas because, again, I love being able to bring out another body for essentially free. And a body like this, King Cold, that can restand itself is kind of insane, right? But that's not all. We also have a couple other really cool blockers in here, because the whole goal of this is to get this big guy, this 40k Frieza on the field, and then use our ability over and over and over again. But even if that doesn't work, we have a bunch of other 4-drop Frieza clan cards that we can use, like this blocker that when they're KO'd, you can use this to search for another Frieza clan card. So again, it can help you get this, as well as your 1-drop Zarbon, which can help you get this. And then we also have our 3 SR Vegetas that you don't have to worry about any of your rested cards. That's always great. But another card we have here is this thing. I think Meta Cooler is so good, no one's even talking about it. You block, right? But you can also attack with it. So on your turn, you can attack. You can use Cooler's ability to attack again, and then when you end your turn, don't worry, it's a body on the field to block for you. The value there is insane. You can it's so good and no one's talking about it. And just this card alone, I think, is going to make Cooler pretty devastating and super aggro early on. But yeah, that's going to be the Cooler deck list. Let's move on to the final? No, we have 2 more. We have the Vegeta deck list, and this one is going to be kind of spicy. We do have our double striker back here. I think this actually does work a lot for this double striker. We have our 4 Son Gokus, 4 SR Vegetas, 3 Bulmas, 4 Sorbits, a bunch of 10k combo, and some new cards that synergize really well with this deck is this right here. It's a 3-drop Vegeta that if you have a Rest Mode Son Goku battle card, draw 1 card. So this helps you draw. We only have 3 copies because of the 5k combo. I can't really justify having too much, but this synergizes with this card. And whenever you draw this card, you're gonna play this card, right? So I think by turn 4, you play this, and then by turn 5, if you don't have anything else to play, like any of the your double strikers or anything else, you can just play this card and then also draw, get a free draw. That's gonna help us tremendously. But with Vegeta's restanding of energy at the end of the turn, we have a bunch of extra cards. We have 2 Blue Power Awakenings, we have 4 Death Balls, 4 Time Rewounds, and 1 Body Change, because again, this can really synergize with your 3-drop SR Vegeta. You rest mode one of your cards and then choose up to one of your battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and switch them to active. Maybe you're cooler, maybe something else, right? It really, you can do a lot with that card. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Say like you have one of these cards left untouched. They didn't rest for whatever reason, you didn't attack. Well, now you could use this, rest them, and now they're protected from being blown up by any of Green's big boss units, right? So I think this is going to be a pretty good deck. I think there's still going to be a lot of iterations to this. Maybe you could possibly see the Ginyu package work really well with this Vegeta leader, but as of right now, they just don't provide as much combo value, and I just don't think they can be as dependable as all these other cards in this deck right now. And which brings us to the only place that you should honestly see Ginyu cards is in a Ginyu leader deck. And this is honestly really close to what we had in the beginning of the season. I think the only difference here is, let's see, where is it? I think it's in extra SR Vegeta. That's it. This card is so good. This card is literally the only thing in yellow that's making it so strong. Well, no, let me take that back. The secret rare golden Frieza is really good too, but early on, super strong into green or into anything that just blows up your field, like Beerus, right? So you could build your board, attack with everybody, keep them rested, and just have this card on the field. In fact, the only thing you have to worry about as a yellow leader or playing Vegeta, because nothing can remove it except for Zeno and this card right here. Let me see if I could find it for you guys right there. This card can remove your Vegeta. However, it gives you some energy, so it ramps you. I don't think it's horrible, which is why I added an extra one, because in case that happens to you, don't worry, you got a few more in your deck. But that's pretty much it for the yellow leaders, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe and like the video, and stay tuned for the other deck lists that I'm going to be uploading here shortly.